All right, so let's go ahead and talk about percentiles. Okay, get this going here. There we go. Okay, let's talk about percentiles. So, scores on the last test. Let's just say that these were the scores on the last test that we took in class. Okay? So let's talk about some things that we've talked about previously. Assume that this data is normally distributed. Let's go ahead and use Desmos to find the mean and the standard deviation. Go ahead and give that a shot. Remember, you just type in MEAN in Desmos and STDEV, open a parentheses, and then put commas between each of the values in the data set, and you will quickly see that the mean is 36.5 and the standard deviation is 9.9. Okay, so some questions for you. Pretend that you don't know what you got on the test and your teacher just kind of gives all the scores out. What's the probability you scored more than a 35? And what's the probability you scored between a 30 and a 40? So remember, for the first one, we'll use that z-score formula. We get negative 0.15. That's a score of 0.4404, but it's more than, so we're going to subtract from 1. We're going to get 0.55696 or 55.96%. Okay, then if we take a look at the second one, we're going to find the z-scores for 30 and 40 and then subtract the z-score that we get for 40 minus that for 30, and you'll get either, depending on how you rounded, 37.9% or 38.22%. Okie doke. Okay, so let's talk about what we're talking about today, which is percentiles. Okay, so a percentile is a term that we use to describe how a score compares to the other scores that are in the set. Okay, so let's say that this was your official SAT report. Okay, and so you're like, did I do good or not? Okay, well, if you got in the 89th percentile on math and the 21st percentile on language, which do you think is better? Okay, well, the answer is for math, what that means is if there was, for example, 100 people in the room, that means that you're better than 89 of them. Okay, which is good. That's a good thing. Only 11 people are better than you are, okay? But however, for your language arts, you're in the 21st percentile. That means only 21 people did worse than you. That means there's 79 people that did better than you. That's a majority. That's not so good. All right. And so to find percentile, it's a little formula. The percentile is going to be the number of numbers that are less than your score, plus half, or 0.5, times the total number of times your score shows up in the data set, and then divided by the total number of scores. Okay, and so just a quick also hack with doing these, it's really easiest to do percentile calculation when you figure out, or when you list your data in order from least to greatest. Okay, so here's our wee problem. Here's our scores again. Okay, let's find the percentile. Or you score the 41, so what's your percentile rank in the class on this test? Ready? So first thing you're going to want to do is order the values in order from least to greatest. Okay, so there it is, in order from least to greatest. Okay, and then there's 20 values in the set that are less than 41. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 41, so it's going to be plus a half times 4, and then divided by the total number in the set, that's 36. And so you're going to get, when you do that calculation, 0.61, which is the 61st percentile. Okay, and here's your UL problem. Find the percentile rank of those that got a 45. Go ahead and pause it, give it a try. And if you did it correctly, after you organize your numbers again, you should be getting the 79th percentile. All right, good work. Now get to the practice.